Hello folks, my name is Zungry, and today I'm going to be playing games from the GMTK Jam 2025. I actually made a game for this jam. It's called Girl Gossip Revelations, but this is not about my game. I'm going to be playing other people's games and giving my personal feedback. Alright, start with Kill the Loop. Okay. So, okay, my controls are down here. T to restart loop, Y to start loop. Well, I don't know what this bar filling up at the bottom means. T. Okay, I have a shotgun. Okay. I don't see a full screen button here, by the way. Okay. Uh-huh. There's more than one level, right? What the fuck? I thought that was the end of the game, like they'd run out of time making it. What the fuck? Why did... Wait, did that like take me... What? Okay, this takes me back here. Level 0. Okay, WAS to move. E. So it just takes me to the next uncompleted level. Okay, so for some reason they must have put like the victory credit screen by accident at the end of every single level. That's so weird. Okay, so that opens the door. Okay, I knew this was gonna happen. This is the time loop mechanic. Press Y. Again to end it. Okay. How do... What are you talking about? What? I have to wait till the temporal... I have to wait till the time meter fills up over to there? See, this is my problem with the time loop mechanic, is that I just end up sitting there holding my Charles Dickens while I'm waiting for my temporal clone to do the thing that I need it to do. Okay. Oh, so it's a jump pad. Okay. Now, how long do I need to sit here holding this button? Okay, why don't I restart the whole level? Okay. Okay, so then jump up here. This jump pad will actually work. Oh, there we go. I have to restart the whole level now, because I didn't give myself enough time. Oh, now I need another temporal clone. God damn it. I already got enough of this when I played Talos Principle. What's the key for restarting the whole level? Okay, yeah, they disclaimed the bug right here. Okay, so do I have to just... I thought I beat that level already. And what's the shotgun for? I haven't used that yet. Give it a good 10, 30 seconds. Just to be safe, you know. Because I need enough time for this door and the next door, right? Oh, wait, what? I still don't fully understand what's going on here. Okay. Okay, we may just have to be fast here. Support 5 loops. Okay. I think I got that. So what is this one? I just stand on my head? Okay. So he hasn't spawned yet. So now... Okay. Okay, let's restart this whole level. Okay, okay, you got a little bit of a bug here where I have to replay the previous level if I want to restart the main level. I don't see a restart key anywhere here. I see a restart loop key, but not a restart key. Unless I'm misunderstanding something. Yeah, it doesn't let you... When you complete a level, it unlocks that level, not the next one. Okay, just for you, I'm gonna replay this level and get to the next one. But if I then have to restart that one as well, then I think I'm done here, because I don't want to replay levels all the time. Okay. And fix these goddamn jump pads. You don't want to have inconsistent, random mechanics like that in a. I'm sure it's not intentional. That the jump pads aren't supposed to be non-functional like that. It's just an annoyance. Like if I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up there in time. Okay, Y to end the loop, right? Okay. Okay, so the answer here is, so the first guy, do I want to like be making myself a little staircase? Is that what it is? Because I assume these all have rectangular hitboxes. So start here. Yeah, okay, so restart the whole loop. I'm gonna give myself plenty of time. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Wait, what the heck? Oh, I restarted the loop. Damn it. Okay, so that's level 3. So now it's unlocked. What? I don't understand at all. I don't understand what's going on here with the levels. Okay. So... So this guy... Am I trying to kill him? Yeah, okay, yes, I am trying to kill him, but it didn't seem like my shotgun was doing anything. How about that? Okay, it doesn't seem like... Okay, wait, I think I might know how this works. I have to start the temporal clone at the top. Then open it. Then... Okay, there we go. Because you spawn wherever you started your last temporal clone. Okay. 6. To kill clones, shoot them. Okay. So we're doing the prestige now. To kill clones, shoot them. Why would I want to kill them in this case, though? This just seems like another staircase level. Oh, whoops. Let's start the whole level over. Oh, whoops. Oh, they like copy your moves? It's that kind of temporal clone game. They don't copy your positions, they copy your moves so you can like block them. Okay, I guess I will kill all these temporal clones, because... Or maybe, no, actually, I won't. No, yes I will. What? Why did I teleport down there? So what's the red field? I guess it means I can't use the temporal clone mechanic while I'm in here? What happened there? Oh, it means that temporal clones can't go that way. Okay, so I guess what it means is that I need to set up a temporal clone. Okay, I'm opening the door now. Oh, what? Okay, I don't know what was going on there. I still don't have the controls down for this game. Okay, cool. That was the solution. Well, that didn't use the temporal clone mechanic at all. Okay, I think I'll play one more, then I'll call it good. Because like I said, I think I got enough of the temporal clone thing from Talos Principle. So, okay, how does this one work then? So I need to be down there to press the button. So that means I need to create a temporal clone that's gonna jump over the pit and move, or just be here and move to the right, hit a switch. Then I jump down. Yeah, okay. Pressing E. Oh, okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'll play one more. But this just feels like it's the same thing. Okay, yeah, I'll call that good. Okay, so, I guess my thoughts are that, I mean, yeah, it was fun, puzzle platformer, but, you know, I've done the temporal clone thing before. Again, this isn't really doing anything new with the whole temporal clone thing. I mean, you're doing the standard things. Have your temporal clone press a switch, then you go through the door that your temporal clone opened, I mean, or vice versa. You open a door so your temporal clone can go through, or jump on your temporal clone's head. I've seen this all before, and you know, and again, I've said this before, but the main problem with it is that you just spend 80% of the gameplay waiting for your temporal clone to do something, or standing there doing something, so that when your temporal clone does it, they'll do it for long enough that you can do whatever complementary activity is necessary. Good pixel art. I enjoyed that. Yeah, competently executed overall. Alright. Let's see what else we have here. I'm only playing web games right now because I don't want to download everything. I always have to run it through Virus Total. You know, I'm just gonna play these in order. I'm not gonna fall for flashy menu graphics, because that means nothing about the actual game. Let's just play these strictly in order and see how many we get through. I'm gonna rate these all afterwards, by the way. I'm not gonna rate them on stream because I don't want anyone getting salty if they thought they deserved a higher rating. I rate pretty harshly. I very rarely give out 5 stars, but I'll do that after. Okay, play. Drag the dots on the rope to get the closest match to the target. This is more like a cozy game. That said, it doesn't seem to be dragging. Oh, maybe it's just Okay, it wasn't letting me do it while the tutorial was active. It had the little graphics as if. Huh, okay. Okay, what percentage do I need to get to? 90%? Is there a restart button? Okay, good. I think it's relative to the position. It's not like absolute. It needs to turn green. Okay, what shade of green? I'm colorblind, so I don't know if I'd notice. Damn, this has to be pretty precise. I feel like it's pretty good right now. What do I have to like? No, it's definitely not that. Maybe I was thinking maybe it needed to have a longer base. Plan full screen. Okay. Oh, okay. So I think the mechanic's borked if it's not in full screen. That's why it says plan full screen. Maybe you should say that. You should update your description to, because this is way worse than what I had before, and it's saying it's good. Okay, triangle. So I have to get it above 90%. There we go. Oh, 85% is the threshold. Okay. Okay, so I can get the exact shape because it's not giving me a smooth curve. Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh shit. Okay, now it's giving me the really tricky shapes. Because these I actually have to like really drag each dot. Oh shit. I like how smooth the mechanics are of dragging these dots around. I mean, it doesn't feel like I'm fighting the game's mechanics, but it doesn't feel like I'm fighting it, but it feels like I have to work with it to you know, because all the dots are connected to all the adjacent dots, so you have to be careful when dragging a dot that it might pull its neighbor. Okay, a fish. Oh, okay, so it's too long over here. Okay, apparently that's good enough. Cool. I don't know what the funny button does. Okay, well, that was a fun little cozy game. I don't know where you could really go with it, but it feels like the kind of thing you put in a larger game as like a puzzle to pace break the main gameplay. But yeah, that was a fun little idea. Nice work. Okay, choop choop. Keep your train running in spite of falling meteorites, sudden fire. Okay, this seems like it's got a little more going on. Keep your train running in spite of falling meteors, sudden fires, stray sheep, and a fast-paced point-and-click toolset. Bring the family together by changing tracks. Keep the train running for all loops as it keeps accelerating. There are no brakes on the loopy train. Choop choop. Oh god, that's a lot of text. Welcome. You were hired to drive the city's train. Here in Loopy Town, things aren't that simple. Your train won't stay on track for long with fires and meteorite strikes. Use the hammer to... Whatever happened to mono means one and rail means rail? That's what I want to know. Use the hammer to place new tracks where old ones got destroyed, and the fire extinguisher to put out blazes in one click. Ah, fuck, okay. There's too much information in my head at once. Fires and meteorite strikes. Use the hammer to place new tracks where old ones got destroyed. Okay, so the meteors are going to destroy the tracks, I guess. Fire extinguishers to put out blazes. If things are getting too hectic and you can't quite make it, use the clock power to temporarily slow the train down. Use the levers to change... Okay, well, I don't need... Didn't you to tell me don't crash the train? If someone just asks for a ride, just pass through the rails. Okay, got it. Okay. Just every loop. Well, I think I failed. Okay, so what? I use the hammer to repair tracks. Okay, so I just do that. I just rub my mouse over it. I can't build new rails. It's just every loop. Oh shit. You have to be very precise with how you click. Is the meteor ever gonna... What? I don't know why I failed there. Ah. Okay, so it's gonna be give me a different track every time. Oh, did I win that last level? Because I thought I lost. Oh my god! If you switch the track, it literally just deletes the track. I don't think that's a very efficient switching method. If just having it delete the track that you're switching off of. Okay, so it burned. Okay. I don't know what this side oh, I see, there's a switchboard over there. I want to switch that one there. This tooltip, or the little toolbar thing, is just way too big for how precise you have to be when you click here. You know, it makes me think that this whole area of the hammer and the board is going to repair the track, but no, I have to be like pinpoint accurate with it. Okay, so the fire, you can't build a track while it's burning because it's just going to burn again. The problem is it probably takes more time for me to switch to the fire extinguisher and back. Or unless I do that. But then that doesn't slow time down by very much. Yeah, it's like by half. If you have a time slow mechanic, you want it to be like by a factor of 3. I don't know. I guess it depends on the game. I can't really say specifically how long you want it. But for this game, it definitely needs to be slower. I think. Okay, so... Yeah, the fire just doesn't last long enough for it to be worth switching to the fire extinguisher. I think I want to have it on the longer track, because that gives me more time on average between... Oh, there we go. Oh, if I put out the fire, it restores the track. Then why does the track disappear while the fire is... Then why does the track disappear while the fire is going? It makes me think the track has already been destroyed. Okay, so if it's a fire and you react fast enough, you can extinguish it, and that's easier than repairing. I thought what it was going to be was like... What the sheep do? Like I have to avoid crashing into them by using the switches strategically. Oh shit. It's like that episode of Wallace and Gromit. Okay, I think I was one loop away, so I'll try this one more time. Oh! That's why I want a shorter track, because... Okay, so there's a good reason to have a shorter track. It makes it harder, but you can go way faster. So let's pick up these two guys. Yeah, because if I make the track twice as long, I get significantly fewer loops. It's not distance traveled, it's number of loops. Just to be safe. I don't want to crash into any sheep. Oh, what? I misclicked. I'll try one more time. Then if I fail this time, I think I'm gonna call it good. What? Why didn't I pick him up? Nah, okay. Yeah, so if the time freeze doesn't slow time down enough, then you actually spend more time clicking the time freeze than you do than you actually gain from clicking it. So it's not worth it unless you just have the mouse on it permanently. Okay, fun, simple concept. Could have used more feedback for like a sound effect for when you build a new rail. That would have been nice to have. Other than that, I think I said everything during the gameplay. Alright, good work. Use full screen. A lot of games only work on full screen. Controls A to go left, E to go right, space to jump, E/escape to pause/open the boost menu. What is the boost menu? Tutorial. Welcome to Loop Fighter, where you'll learn about your abilities and your noble mission. Walk left with A and right with D. It says play in full screen, but I feel like I don't know, I feel like things are not rendering like they're supposed to. Press space bar to jump, and then get those 4 gems. As you can see on the top right corner. Okay, I think what's going on is that the edge of the screen is supposed to be like next to that 4 and 2, but instead it's like way further to the right. So full screen didn't help. Okay, I think this doesn't scale with resolution. I think it's like full screen makes sense on the monitor size of whoever made this game, but for me, who has a 1080p monitor, it doesn't work, so I see farther down and farther to the right than I otherwise would. I'm just gonna plow on ahead because I don't know what else to do. As you can see on the top right corner. Wait a second, but this text is too wide to read on that screen size, so I don't... As you can see on the top right... I don't know. When there is a timer, when it ends, reality resets, and you get sent back to the start of the level. Your powers let you keep the gems and abilities you unlock during the run. Now use E or escape to... Oh man. Pause in the game, then choose jump boost. It'll make you jump farther. Don't tell me how to spend my gems. And I think this is a mobile game. Telling me to spend my paid currency. Oh shit. Wait a second. Okay, there are 4 gems. I can recollect the 4 gems. Does that mean I can just die and restart and farm gems? Sure does. Oh god, so if I fail too many times, I'm gonna have to grind some gems. I hope they don't make me do that. Well, if I combine a jump boost and a speed boost, surely that'll make me go extra super far. Avoid the enemy. Okay. Okay. Those are spikes, I assume. Oh, I guess I should have bought a... This is kind of a pace killer, having to stop a fast-paced platformer game to, Oh god, there's only 1 gem. 2 gems. So what, I'm gonna have to farm gems until I get enough? Because I think I need both speed boost and jump boost here. Oh, no matter. It doesn't matter that I died. Because I'm just grinding gems right now. Okay. Oh, okay. So I can walk on the spike. Because it's only gonna... I see. This game is very punishing if you die, is the thing. And what, like, if I didn't have enough gems here, what do I do? Wait. What? How did I die there? I thought I had enough distance from the spike. I think I need the jump boost there. Oh, God. Oh, the sword is considered part of my hitbox and hurtbox. And on the loot crystal. Okay. By the way, the sword hasn't done anything for me. It's just a liability. Yeah, look. It's part of the hitbox. It is good sprite work, though. I like the sprite of the main character. Oh, shoot. How long do these boosts last for, anyway? Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I forgot that. That's why I died the last time. I completely forgot about the timer. Okay, if you're gonna have a timer like that, you should really have a warning for you are running out of time. Speed up, so the player doesn't just think they died at random. Oh, shit. Good. That was very close. Oh, is that new music? Wait, what do the extra lives do? I have a limited number of lives. How many lives do I have? And what happens if I lose them all? What's the difference between resistance and lives? If it locks all the levels after I lose all my lives, I'm done. I think I just have to die here and farm up more gems. What? How do I get up there? How did I get up there? I had the jump boost, didn't I? See what's ahead before I spend my hard-earned gems. Oh, I don't have enough hard-earned gems. When you spend gems, it should... What? What happened there? When you spend gems, it should instantly subtract the number from the currency rather than waiting until you close the menu, so you know that you actually spent the money. Just a small little thing. Oh, I see it. Wait. Wait, is it cumulative over all your runs? Is it cumulative over... Oh, so if you die, you keep your power level. I just upgraded the jump boost from 1 to 2. Okay, I'll play one more. I'll play this level, and then I think I'm gonna be done. Okay, yeah, okay, it does nothing. There's no penalty whatsoever to losing all your lives. So why even have the mechanic? Oh, no, it does matter, because you lose all your powers and all your gems. Wait, so then how do I beat this? Oh, I see, I have to jump over them like that. I have to skip one of the spikes. So, resistance causes you to lose lives, but falling into a pit doesn't? Or taking hits causes you to lose lives? I don't understand. Okay, I don't really know how I'm supposed to deal with this level. Am I just supposed to grind for gems until I've upgraded my jump enough and then keep jumping in the pit? Okay, I'm gonna call it there because I don't want to do that. So, you're going for like an infinite, or not infinite, like a speedrunner type game, you know, like super speedy platformer type game with super tight mechanics, the problem is you have like all these pace killer mechanics, like having to grind for gems and having to open a menu that pauses the game in order to gain a boost mechanic. Those just are all antithetical to a fast-paced, speedy game. I don't want to replay. The whole goal is that you don't want to replay the same thing over and over again. You just do because you want to get to the end, and it's satisfying to get better and better at it. But if you are... It's fun when you repeat it because you failed and you just need to get better so you don't have to repeat it anymore. If you're forced to repeat it because the game mechanics require you to, because you just have to grind up gems, that's not fun, because then it's just a chore. There's no amount of getting better. I mean, in this game, you can literally just grind gems forever and overcome the challenge just because you collected enough gems and upgraded your jump enough times, again, assuming I understand the mechanics correctly, until you jump so high that nothing's a challenge anymore. So it goes from the goal being to master the game to the goal being to grind gems for long enough until you until the level becomes so easy that you don't have to try anymore, or rather that the level becomes even possible to beat, because most of these levels you cannot beat on the first try. You just have to play them over and over again, and personally I don't find that terribly enjoyable. I like the sprite work and I like the music. If you want to, I feel like there is cool potential for like a resource-based management kind of thing in a platformer. We're collecting resources. So I don't think that's the problem. I think you could do something cool with that, but this isn't the way to do it. I don't think. You would need to deal with that, preventing you from just having to restart the level. You have to prevent grinding, because grinding and platformers and like speedy platformers, they just don't go together. So, that's my 2 cents on that. Dungeon deadline. Okay. Press space to restart at any point. Okay, I restarted. And when near the gate and you have collected at least 4 keys to end the game. Press enter when near the gate, and once you have collected at least 4 keys to end the game. Arrows to move. Race against a 30-second countdown to escape a deadly dungeon. Press enter when near the gate, and once you have collected at least 4 keys to end the game. What? Okay, I'm gonna restart the page because I feel like I should have been doing something that I wasn't doing. Space to restart. Arrows to move. Oh man, these are very slow and it's just very sluggish platformer controls. Watch GMTK's video on platformer controls. Oh, I guess I died. Oh, is this like, why are cancel and X different buttons? Yeah, GMTK has a video on how to make platforming controls that feel snappy. I guess I'd recommend you watch that. Okay, so if I take a single hit, I die. I guess this is going to be like I have to go 4 different directions, and then I'm going to buy upgrades with the coins that I collect. Okay, so that follows me. Okay, so I have my first key. That better be permanent. Okay, yeah. So I completed area 1. These blocks toggle faster than your jump cycle as a player. How are you supposed to know? How are you supposed to... You just have to know the exact cycle. Because You can't, like... Dude, it does like 2 cycles before you're even able to land on it. You have to predict so far in advance whether you're gonna land on it or whether it's gonna be... Okay, that's a blind jump. Don't do blind jumps. If you're gonna jump down somewhere... Okay, wait. Yeah, that's a blind jump. I literally have no idea whether, in advance, whether... That's a bug, I assume. Because I just clipped through the ground. I have no idea when I jump down. Yeah, see... the only way to get past that is just do it 5 times until you randomly don't die. Or because you know the exact pattern of spikes below. I have 1 coin. I feel like I should be getting more coins to upgrade myself because I feel pretty powerless right now. Oh, come on. It's just a very slowly closing door. So if you just don't get there fast enough. What? Okay, I think the collision just doesn't work very well. Oh, it's like they only made the collision work from one direction, not the other direction. Wait, what? So that's 1.5 coins per second. Okay, that's slightly cheaper. I like the shop music. I'm always really self-conscious when I criticize it, or when I praise a game's graphics or music, because I'm not sure if I'm praising the musical abilities of the people who made the game, or their ability to go on opengameart.com and find a good piece of music. So, if you made it yourself, nice job. If you didn't, then no points. That was 1 jump in the air. That sounds like a good one. Am I gonna have to grind up coins? Because I've only seen 1 coin so far. Oh, they're just random? Okay. Well, I got 2 coins. I don't see any way to progress in this game aside from farming coins, because this platforming is so slow and so clunky and so unforgiving. There's no health meter. I think I'll see, maybe I'll farm up for the double jump ability, and if that doesn't improve things, I think I'm gonna call it. Okay, I saw a tunnel over there. Let's see where that goes. Oh, okay. There's my 7th coin, so I can finally buy the double jump. It's 5, 4. Oh, whoops. Speed boost. Oh. A key. Oh, if I farm up coins for long enough, I can skip having to play the game altogether. Okay. I feel like speed isn't my problem. So I'm gonna... I mean, it is the problem, but that's not so much going to make the game easier as just make it a little less Okay. Whoa, that's a... What? Okay. Oh my god. See, you have way too many blind jumps. It's just memorize the pattern. Yeah, you just have to memorize the... Oh, but now I don't have auto jump anymore. I guess the double jump ability screws with that. Okay, yeah, this is gonna take like another hour to grind up enough coins / complete all those. You know, I like difficult platformers, but this doesn't engage me enough to be willing to actually try at the difficulty. This is just really, it's just slow and not doing anything crazy interesting. I mean, I feel like the whole timer, do as much as you can within a certain amount of time and expand the distance you can go by purchasing upgrades. I feel like that's a cool idea in concept, but the fundamentals of the game aren't very good. The platforming mechanics are very slow and sluggish, and they're very difficult right from the start. And there just doesn't feel like there's anything in the game that makes me want to engage with the game's difficulty. And it feels like I'm gonna have to farm. I mean, especially the farming mechanic. It doesn't. When I got these coins, it didn't feel like, all right, I overcame some challenge in order to get that coin. It just felt like I died enough times that the game took pity on me and gave me enough coins to be able to get an upgrade that makes the game easier. I don't know. That's all I have to say. I was pretty harsh on that last game, but I'll say, like, Ludum Dare or / GMTK is really hard to begin with, so if you can even make a game for this jam, it's pretty impressive. But, you know, when you play a lot of these games, it becomes hard to have something nice to say about every single game that you play, so just go with the baseline. It's impressive to even make a game in 4 days, flat. But I've played enough good games that it throws the bad games into sharp relief. I don't know if that made any sense, but anyway. Yeah, A and D to move, space to jump, E to dash. Okay. Every time you die, you lose an ability. And then finally, all movement. Once you lose everything, it's game over. E to move, space to jump, E to dash. Cannot remember. Ugh. Coyote frames. If you walk off a ledge, you should have like an extra 10th or 20th of a second where you can jump. This guy moves so fast that it's really hard to time your jump after walking off a ledge. Watch GMTK's video on platformer design. Okay, I got a star. Wait, what happened there? I think I lost my dash ability, but I don't know how I died. Oh, I'm on a timer. I never noticed the timer. I can't jump. Oh, I gained a checkpoint, so I can now jump in midair. Is my goal to collect these stars, or is my goal to get through the level? If I lose my jump ability, I basically just can't even play the game anymore. Did I win? Okay. Okay, so the stars are just a bonus, I guess. So the more stars you get, the better. Okay, so yeah, the idea of losing something every time you die, that can just put you into a cycle where every time, where if you die even a single time, you're set so far back that it's not worth continuing. This game is pretty easy though, so I mean, hell, you can just straight up run from one checkpoint to the next. I think it's just about how many stars you get, but I don't really know what the correct number of stars is that I should be obtaining. So I guess the stretch goal of the game is try and get as many stars as possible. Do a max star run. All right, why don't I try that then? What's the max number of stars that I can get? God, why none of these games have full screens? Okay. Cannot remember. Ugh. What an amazing narrative. I'm gonna give this game 5 stars in narrative. Okay, good. There is I can use arrow keys. Okay, so I can reset my time by going to the flag. Well, that kind of kills a lot of the challenge, doesn't it? Okay, well, I guess I could have lost there. Oh, wait. Wait. Okay. All right. Yeah. It's okay. An okay platformer. Yeah, this game's pretty easy, so like didn't have the problem of the dash or double jump. I guess it'd be nice if the game made me really want to try for getting more stars, because I don't know, the stars they're pretty easy to get. It didn't feel so much like a bonus. Yeah. Platformer mechanics could be better. Again, I think this is the 3rd game in a row I've recommended this for, but watch GMTK's video on... wait, did I say that for this game already? Yeah, this is the 3rd game in a row that's a platformer where I said watch GMTK's video on platforming mechanics, because it has a lot of good things to say about it. Or no, I think I said it for this game because it was I talked about what coyote frames. Yeah. Anyway. Cool. All right, next one, loose thread. We thought the jam was in. Okay, I just don't want to play an unfinished game. Combat loop. Punch-Out inspired game about shooting balls through hoops through the loops of your enemies. Lost to dodge, click to shoot. Shoot through the enemy ring and don't let them shoot through yours. Play. Oh yeah, okay, I can sort of see the Punch-Out influence. I don't hear any sound effects though. What? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I see my crosshair. What's the red crosshair? Is that like where the ball is going to come from? So just don't stand in front of it? Glass Jose, haha, cute. You're gonna have a vodka Drunkinsky. Oh, I see. I can dodge upwards. Okay, well this basically just seems like anytime you see an exclamation point, go away from it. Anytime you see a crosshair, go away from it. There's not so much, I mean the character model sprite doesn't mean anything really. Wave Rider. Yeah, because like Punch-Out was like waiting for their moves and watching for their tells. Oh, whoops. Wait. Do I have to start from the beginning every time I die? I feel like that is how it worked in Punch-Out too, but like... I don't like playing a game all the way from the beginning when I lose. I want to repeat a little bit, like a little bit of gameplay is fine, but starting from the beginning is annoying. I guess I'll play through it one more time, especially since I'm so... This game doesn't take very long to win a level. So, dodge exclamation points and red crosshairs while clicking on the other guy's loop-shaped appendage. It does get harder. There's definitely more to contend with now. Rosie from the ashes. I guess there's a little more to it if they move faster because you have to lead your shot a little bit. You have to click where they will be in like a quarter second. Chief Executive of Nonsense Operations. Oh, shit. Okay, well I'll call that good. It's fun to play a game that's not a generic platformer. Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, it was unique, but I feel like there needs to be a little more going on. It's interesting though. I think this game would do well with some better sound effects and some better feedback. I feel like that would do a lot to improve it. I feel like the next thing you should do if you decide to keep working on this is sound effects for landing a hit, sound effects for taking a hit, and you know, if you're doing the Punch-Out route, I know it's all about like learning your enemy's patterns and exploiting them. But every enemy just felt the same. It's just like they had different rates of doing different kinds of attacks. All right. Respawn. .5D puzzle platformer. Where death is not the end, it is part of the solution. You play as Reese, a test subject trapped in a mysterious laboratory, caught in a never-ending loop of respawning every time you die. Respawning every time you die. Yeah, that's a pretty common mechanic in video games, I'd venture to say. But each death leaves behind a lifeless clone, altering the environment. Oh, okay. How's this 2.5D? Oh, are they doing the whole Doom is 2D thing because all the images are sprites? No, this is just 3D with 2D sprites. Doom is 3D, guys. Don't believe the lies. Okay. Test subject Reese is pause unknown. I can't read it again? Oh, I can. Just give the reminder. F. Ah. I stabbed myself. 2.5D, huh? This is looking pretty 3D to me. Okay, so I just create piles of bodies. Until I get up to a high level. Like that one Perry Bible Fellowship comic where the rabbits reproduce until they can climb out of a hole on their corpses. Okay, yellow paint. Okay, they're making fun of the yellow paint thing. Okay, but I figured I could climb up here without the yellow paint. Thank you. Okay, that kills me. Now I can jump across its corpse to get to the other side. Okay, please don't make me do the climbing up a wall thing more than twice. Yes, I solved that puzzle. I don't need to solve it again. Oh, they're physics objects. I think they just have a really high mass, so only edge cases can cause them to go flying. How much more am I gonna have to do this? I assume that's the end of the game. Because I didn't see anything past there. And I don't see any screenshots that depict anything past there. Okay. Cool, cool. I wonder what more you could do with this mechanic, though, because all it really amounts to is that you can spawn a box. And then every time you spawn a box, you teleport back to a set point. And, you know, there's a limitation on how much you can do with that. I mean, basically just a in-world explanation for that mechanic of being able to stack boxes. I guess you could add switches. Add the box on switch puzzle. Well, what else could you do with this? Yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, cool little concept. Yeah, the reason I decided to do it in video form this year instead of typing a comment for every single game is because sometimes I just don't have that much to say about a game, and I figured it'd be faster to say it in person than to have to type it out every single time and repeat myself over and over again. But I feel like that's kind of the same thing with this. It just saves me a step. So I guess I'll keep going, but I don't think I'm going to do a recap on every single game when I finish unless I really have something to say. I mean, I've taken to really only leaving comments on like 1/4 of games that I thought did something particularly interesting that was worth talking about. And that way I can subscribe to the principle of if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all. Here, if I'm just posting all of the videos of my playthroughs. Hey, the feedback will be useful for the game designers at least. But yeah, I've played hundreds of these games now, so there's not a whole lot left to impress me. I'm not one of the people who, on every single game, leaves a comment that says, "Hey, great job, this was an amazing experience," and says nothing else has nothing else to say besides that. Okay, this is another one of those games where they don't scale with the size of the screen. Get to the flag. You can push boxes only with the correct number for the character on them. If you get stuck, press the R key to restart the level. Okay, so it's Sokoban. Whoa, it's not Sokoban because it's not grid-based. Why did I do it a second time while I was bigger? I don't see a number 2 on my character, so... Oh! Second iteration, I can push the number 2 boxes. Okay. Okay. I'm guessing the puzzle here is that I need to push this box out in advance for my future self. Okay, I feel like that first level was unnecessary. The second level would have done perfectly fine as a first level. Like, I understand wanting to ease the player into the mechanics, but I think that second level is plenty enough, and there's a problem here. Okay. Okay. Get to the flag. Oh. I see. Very clever, very clever. I don't know, is it still Sokoban if it's not grid-based? I mean, I think functionally it's pretty similar. It's just that you can end up with blocks in kind of this messy half state. And I guess that could be useful, but okay, so let's figure out what is the route I'm gonna want to take to get that flag. I can go all around this first pond right here. Okay, well how about this? Oh, I guess I can't push this box at all. I'll just make it water then. Okay. So I have to go down here. Problem is, I don't think this 2-block is completely immovable, because there's no angle I could get at it with large me that would even be able to move it. So it's not that way. The only way to go is across the top. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so let's clear the lane then. Wait, but how do I get this one? It's a Sokoban box at the edge of a wall. Okay. Ah! Okay. I understand this now. It's all falling into place now. Boom. Wait. Does that work? Shit, no it doesn't. I thought that worked. Okay, yeah, so these two boxes are a bit of a problem. So the two boxes... So... What? I don't understand. What direction am I supposed to go then? Because even if I figure out how to get rid of these, how to deal with these one boxes, the two boxes are going to be a problem over there. Because if they're going to get pushed up against here. I'm not missing a mechanic, am I? I've been burned by that before. Huh. Okay. Let's think this through again. So I can go down. I go down and to the right over here. Then I can come back up here. Okay, so yeah, I was right in my original hypothesis. Just move the one block to the side. I guess I just got confused along the way. I have to move this one block out of the way. That's pretty easy. Yeah, I think we just need to clear all the one boxes now. We're not going to go through there, so we can... Yeah, we can use this whole area as a storage facility. Okay. Yeah, and I think that works. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. That felt like it shouldn't have taken me that long to figure out. But hey, that's key to good puzzle design. It's when you feel like the solution was super obvious, but you're just stupid for not thinking of it. Yeah. So those last two puzzles were pretty fun. Yeah, the whole two-phase Sokoban thing, that's actually a good way to augment Sokoban, is to force you the first iteration to set up the second one. I never thought of that. That's pretty cool. I like that. Mechanics were simple, but you got two very good puzzles out of it. Short, but hey, seems as long as it needed to be. Nice work. I see someone's been watching GMTK's video on puzzle design. Okay, Overroach. Oh god, this game looks really gross. Oh, is this like, you know, using roaches as food? No, the factory game about roaches. This sounds very loud. Hope this doesn't cover up my talking. The apocalypse came and went. Civilization fell, and the factory remained. Oh, all that's left to eat are the big, meaty, mutated. Okay, they did not create this. I was gonna say, this live instruments, that seems like a bridge too far for a jam game. This sounds like actually well-played saxophone. Okay. Roaches always come from here. Kitchen only accepts nutritive paste, not live roaches. Conveyor belts. Systems, games, and conveyor belts. Turn roaches into tasty nutritive paste. Cool. That seems pretty simple. Kitchen no longer exhales roaches. We only have this one left. Cloning machine. Cloning machine. Oh. In comes nutritive paste. Out comes 2 roaches. I was a good job on visualizing that, because I feel like that text didn't fully explain what this machine does, but those arrows with the little icons on them, perfect. Okay, so we only have 1 roach left. We're gonna need to turn 1 roach. We're gonna need to turn that 1 roach into paste. And then another roach, and that other roach is just gonna get fed back into it. Ah, but then it crosses over itself. Is there a rotate button? Oh, there is. Nice. Okay, so that works out pretty well. Oh, whoops. I like this ending screen. This kitchen is a big kitchen for only 1 roach. You need to provide ranch to both entrances. Okay. Okay, so once again we're doing the cloning machine. Oh, wait, grinding machine, roach, cloning machine. Whoops. Doesn't really matter. And I see the problem now is going to be that conveyor belts can't let you split roaches, so we're gonna need to this roach can't just be ground and delivered. It's gonna be ground and then fed into another. Okay. Let me feed this into a grinding machine. No, wait. Right, I already ground it up, so now we need the cloning machine, which turns it into 2 roaches. And then We do one grinder for each. Wait. Oh wait, no, that does work. Yeah. That seems to work. Okay. We need alive roaches in this loop. Unfortunately, alive roaches have dreamed. Crush them gently with a click. Okay, what? Okay. So we grind it. And it's the same basic thing? I don't understand like what this puzzle is asking me to do. Fucking cockroaches. It was fine when they weren't moving. Especially this fucking sound effects. God, I'm fucking muting my sound. Jesus. I hate roaches. Okay, how about I just fucking stick a bunch of conveyor belts everywhere? So that they all get fed back into the machine. Oh, they actually stopped taking the conveyor belt. Okay, how does this work? If I click on it, it returns to where it was before? Okay, so I just cover the whole map with conveyor belts. Can't escape now. Try that. Let them return to somewhere on the map. Let them come wandering off. Why do you need roaches in this loop anyway? Okay, let me rethink this. I think I want to make the roaches each time they make the roaches duplicate each time they, instead of just having one roach that I use over and over again. Okay, so cleaning machine. Okay, so I think I need one more cloning machine and one more grinding machine. Let's just... Why don't I just sort of wipe everything? Then I'll start over. Something that is increasing the roach count with each iteration. So it feeds 2 roaches back into itself. That speeds up the process. Okay, so in order to turn a roach into 2 roaches, you need to turn the roach into paste. You need a grinding machine to turn into paste and then a cloning machine. So, roach. Cloning machine. Then, okay, we'll have this one. Into the loop. And have this one feed back on itself. So we need another grinding machine and another cloning machine. Okay, and once again, just have everything feed back into the machine. Good thing these don't cost. Wait, oh, whoops. Okay, I screwed something up. Okay, oh, and I also screwed this up. There we go. Let's try that. Boy, do I wish I had the sound on right now so I could hear all of this. Oh no, we need 100 rations. Can we increase the speed? The Roach Ranch will continue until morale improves. Roaches accept their destiny again. Okay, so they're not going to crawl around anymore. That's good. Okay. Yeah, we increased the speed by doing exactly what I just did in the last one, which is making it feed back onto itself. So yeah, I'm just going to do that again. My loop solution. Oh, paste. They don't need roaches, so we just need one more. Alright, I guess I'll just sit here. You know, I'm gonna go get myself a glass of water. Would it be possible to build this level just by doing the single recycler and then just waiting like 10 minutes until it finishes? There's no actual timer, I don't think. Cool. Okay. That was a pretty fun systems builder, but fuck you for making me look at roaches for the whole game. Yeah, that was fun. They were good puzzles. Alright, cool. I thought that was a sound effect that got cut off. That's just the sound that happens when you mouse over a button. Okay. So let's pick one of these 3 lanes. What? Fish isn't food? Wait, it's food for this guy, but not for the dog? Okay, there's something I'm not understanding here. Endless runner? Dive into a wild survival world where appetite fuels your evolution. Okay. So by becoming an apex species, you lose the ability to eat certain foods. Okay. I guess turtles can't eat bananas. But they probably can eat fish? I assume. I don't know. So this is like the spore thing where... Oh! The thing you eat is the thing you evolve into, so you can just eat more of that. Okay. I guess. This music's pretty repetitive. Okay, so I'm the dog now, so I guess I can only eat meat now. No bananas and no fish for me. Whoops, I went down too soon. Whoops. Alright, cool. Let's check out the next game. Beat Buster. How to play. This game is similar to Vampire Survivors. Well, I haven't played it, but I think I know the basic idea. Your goal is to survive as long as possible by placing actions in a time bar similar to the one below. Okay, by killing enemies and picking up the resulting records, you gain XP. Okay. Did are these upgrades doing anything? They don't feel like... Oh! Actually, I have to add them. Doesn't seem to be going towards the cursor. Just sort of a random direction. Whoops. Okay, now it's actually Oh, it launches it from the mouse cursor. Not towards the cursor, from the cursor. Let's try this one then. Oh yeah, that seems really good. Okay, well now I'm maxed out, aren't I? Unless I get better records. I don't want that. I feel like this first one I got is the best one. Repeats the previous record. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that one again. One more time. Short beam that shoots towards the cursor. Oh. Yeah, that's a pretty significant damage reduction. 8 to 5. But still, I think it's worth keeping around. It just pierces through all of the enemies in the line. Ah, what's the damage? Okay, so, whatever. Yeah, like this short-range beam only does 8 damage, despite being pitifully short-ranged. Ooh. Wait, where'd it go? I thought I had another one. Yeah, I didn't collect any of those. Is my inventory only allowed to be like 4 big? If that's the case, am I like just never gonna collect anything ever again? I guess you just can't have duplicates of any of the records. Yeah. This is a triple shot. Oh, but it only hits once. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh, okay, well, nothing I can do about that. That's just an instant death effect. Okay, I think I've had my fill there. Yeah, okay, it's like Vampire Survivors, but I don't feel it. I guess instead of the combinatoric random upgrades, you just have different attacks that happen at different times in a loop. But you know, once you just probably just pick all the best attacks. I did like what you did with having one of them able to boost the damage of the next one, because that does make them a little more combinatoric than just load yourself up with all the 6 best ones, because now it's like, okay, well, you know, I can choose which one to give the damage boost to. I haven't played Vampire Survivors, but I think the combinatoric nature of the power-ups is a little more interesting there. But yeah, that was kind of cool. I played another Vampire Survivors one earlier in this jam before I decided to do the recording, which also did this same looping mechanic. It was a lot harder to understand. It was a very confusing game, but it also added music to it, where like each attack you had was an instrument, and then you had to like pick 3 every iteration. I don't know why I'm saying that, but why I'm explaining some other game. But I mean, yeah, it was Vampire Survivors. Cool. Maybe I'll play like 1 or 2 more. What? I don't know what I'm doing. Unfinished. Okay. Cool. I'm just gonna assume that that's all there is. What was? Oh. Okay. ZA clock radio. The clock in the game represent for the loop. Right. That's okay. That's not important. After a few months learning how to code a game. Okay. So I'll try not to be too harsh on this one. At least when talking about it. Right click for dash, left click for skill. Skill. Oh god, okay, zoom in. 1. Your goal is to reach the green line, but beware of the pink clock hands that may whack you. Okay. And we're playing an Among Us guy. Go red part for checkpoint. Okay. Okay, I guess this is probably it. Oh, you can freeze time. Okay. Alright. Oh, wait. No, there is more. Okay. That one was easier. Okay. Oh, whoops. Oh, I got the 2 buttons confused. I did it again. It's right click to dash. Left click to freeze time. Okay. Wait, but every time I dash, I always dash to the right. Oh, I dash in the direction of the mouse. I see. I see. checkpoint. Oh, fuck. I accidentally dashed in the wrong direction. Ah. I dashed to the checkpoint and then immediately died. Oh, that works, doesn't it? I don't know what the cooldown is on the dash ability. Or either of the abilities, because they both seem to have a cooldown. Okay. Cool. Had fun. It was simple. It was cool that you stuck to a core concept of all the hazards being clock arms. Carry water. Press start. Oh, this is that fake game system, what is it, oh, is it? GB Studio. Oh, I see, it's the game, it's, okay, so it's like a sort of a Game Boy emulator kind of deal. I thought it was that other one, I can't remember what it's called. Like the fictional game system. It has all those limitations. They're really leaning into the Pokemon look. Okay. Select a shift. I don't know what do I do at this point. That it? It seems to be bugged, unless there's more here. I'm pressing all the controls, nothing's happening. Okay, I'm gonna skip that. Super Gotcha. I don't think I've ever played a gotcha game before, so... Oh, whoops. And I don't know how to open it. Oh, it just gave me 5 coins again. Something's bugged because I can't figure out how to open it. Oh, okay. That opened it. Okay, so what do I do aside from just randomly hit the peck at the slot machine until I get something that I don't already have? And I do not know what I do at this point because the clicking isn't working again. Okay. 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 I think I'll just move on to the next one. Okay, I'm starting to think I should be a little more selective in which games I choose to play. Oh, wow. Okay, that one has an animation. No one who doesn't know what they're doing would put an animation. This is Sylvan, a wood snake who's looking for a long, cozy sweater to wear. Aw. Continue. I swear I'm not going to give it more points just because it made me say aw. The person who made the game is watching this game. Ah, damn it! Almost had him. Then you come to they come to you as the first person they know who can knit the longest sweater the quickest. Be a very long snake. Can you fulfill their wishes? Yeah, just a cylinder. You're making a sweater for a snake. See how many stitches you're doing per correct key typed. What? I don't even know what the base mechanic is, so I don't know what this paragraph of text even means. See how many stitches you're doing per correct key typed. Key typed, what does that mean? Is this like a typing of the dead typing game? Each row needs current word above is the, oh, this is the current word to type. The word above it is the next word. Your knitted length will appear here. Okay. Just relax and enjoy knitting. How can I do that when I'm so stressed with all this text on screen? Okay. Pray. What? What did I do wrong? I typed the word, didn't I? Okay, clearly I'm misunderstanding something. I'm gonna refresh the page so I can get another chance at this. See how many stitches you're doing per correct key typed, which increases your combo. Each row needs 60 stitches to complete. Combo will be displayed if you can type continuously without mistakes. The red bar at the very top is your health. See how many stitches you're doing per correct key typed, which increases your combo. Each row needs 60 stitches. Oh, I had caps lock on. Classic mistake. You know, a big part of your target audience for a for a Game Jam game are other Game Jam participants who are mostly programmers, i.e. people who play typing games for a living. I mean, hell, you could argue that all of a Game Jam, all a Game Jam is a typing challenge. You want to get that code in as fast as possible, because the less time you spend typing it, the more you can type. Okay. I really like the animations here. It does seem like it is just a typing game, though, with a really nice framework around it. The mechanics are dirt simple, but it executes it in the best possible way. So if you want a typing game, you could do a lot worse, I guess. Wonder how you guys got your word list. Do you go with all words in the English language? Train, bag, talking. I think that did that one twice in a row. How about fastidious or quizzaciously? Super duper long. Yeah. Turns out I know how to type. Okay, cool. Alright, very good animations, very good graphics. Very good, yeah. And very cozy in general. Okay, nice typing game. Alright, what else here looks interesting? I said that I wouldn't fall victim to the flashiness of the title screens, but like I don't really have much else I can do because I kind of getting tired of playing a bunch of first-timer games. Create loops of rope to kill enemies. The rope also corresponds to the player's health. Okay. I feel the difference between GMTK and Ludum Dare is that Ludum Dare's got a more entrenched audience, and thus the games tend to be a little higher quality on average. Noticeably higher quality. Okay. A lot of polish for the title screen. Okay, so I run around. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, shit. So... very good graphics. Oh, shit. Okay, so I don't want... the rope also corresponds to my health, it said, so I don't want that rope to run out. So what's the goal here? Just kill enemies until I can't kill them anymore? So I want to kill lots of enemies at once because I get a 2x combo. Well, the problem is if I can't get back to the start point... wait. Oh, shit. Okay. So I can loop it like that. Wait, so does that mean every time I do an attack, I'm spending health to do that? I guess I get it all back. Okay, 150 meters. I have 150 meters right now. And now I have 150 meters again, so I'm all good. But now I just... Okay, so if I don't connect back up to the beginning, I lose health. But I think I can earn some of it back. Let's see. Let's make a... I just want to test here. Yeah. So anything that isn't part of the loop is wasted. Oh shit. That was a mistake. I did not mean to complete the loop there. Nice if there's like a... Oh, whoa. I never knew this worked like this. Ah. Oh! I see. I ran out of rope. Is there a way I can use that to my advantage? Okay, so the... That prevents the rope from unbinding on itself. Okay, that keeps happening. Or... Okay, yeah, I feel like this game is really smooth except for the rope completing mechanic. It feels like it seems to happen like a second after I complete the loop. Or something like that. I don't know, there's just something clunky feeling about it. It doesn't seem to always happen. Something's not right. That's what I mean. That is cool, though, that you can use physical objects as a way to corral the rope. Okay, I got my rope back. So what's the ultimate goal here? Just a high score? Okay. Well, I figure I'll do one more run now that I understand the game mechanics. And see what high of a score I can get. Oh, shit. Ah, there we go. Just need to maintain here. Just try and never go below, like, 140. This map is so huge that I feel like I'm just kind of wandering around looking for enemies. Maybe that's kind of necessary because the lasso mechanic requires so much space in order to work. I don't know. Okay. Is this gonna get harder? I feel like about the same number of enemies are spawning. Oh yeah, super combo. Guess that increases my score if I rope in lots of enemies. Oh shit. I did it. Made the mistake. So don't do a figure eight. Lesson here, babe. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, that was very close. I almost overextended there. Then I would have been royally screwed. There we go. Getting a little dicey here. Oh, I almost looped back on myself and... Oh shit, okay. Things are starting to get a little harder. Oh man. Okay, can we do a big loop? Problem is, the rich get richer. If I have a lot of rope, I can do a big lasso, but I can't really make any big plays now. All the big plays are reserved for the people who don't need to make big plays because they have plenty of health. There's no risk reward here now. There's no risk reward because I can't get a reward because I don't have a big enough rope to rope a bunch of enemies for a super mega googleplex combo. So I just kind of slowly bleed to death. Once you get below like 20 rope length, probably you're just screwed. Yeah, but that otherwise was really cool. It was a fun concept. Once I figured out how the lasso mechanic worked, that was pretty cool. Very polished. Alright, I think I'll do one more and then I'll call it good for now. This one looks kind of cool. Oh, we got their Discord profile pictures on the title screen. Drag a command on the timeline. Press play when ready. Okay, I'm guessing that's not the correct solution. Okay, I'm guessing the little chip thing is like the star, the bonus collectible you can get if you're a super gamer and want to go for the more difficult version. It's like how you can make like a... I'm starting to really like the star mechanic or the coin mechanic for puzzle games. You basically can make 2 games at the same time, a super difficult puzzle game and a super easy casual puzzle game, and people can choose which one they want to be on the fly. Make your game super easy, but then make all these collectibles super hard. Okay, what does this do? Oh, whoops. Cool. Oh, wait a second. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Okay. Forget I said anything. Okay, so the problem here... Wait, can I just do this? No, I can't. Okay, I need to switch the order of the two. Or rather, put the play over here. Or wait a second. Yeah, do this. Oh, wait. No, it needs to be... Okay, how I had it before was play and then run. Oh, jump, jump, run. Shit. Jump, run, jump? I feel like I'm just kind of trying out different things at this point. This feels right. Nice. Oh, we have a 4 long. That's going to increase complexity. Yo, what happened there? Oh. Okay. So many orders I can put these in. God damn. They made a lot of levels for this. Huh. God. God damn. Okay, this game clearly has some very difficult levels. It's a pretty simple mechanic, so I'm not surprised. Okay. I know I've definitely seen this kind of thing before, where you have to pre-queue a sequence of actions and then they automatically get performed. But I think this might be the first one where it loops them, which I think immediately makes it more interesting, because it's not just match up the actions to the shape of the level. You have to consider how the looping is going to affect. Yeah, just makes it more interesting. I think I'll skip on the chips now that we've gotten to the harder levels. Okay. What would be nice is if I had some idea. If I had some idea, if you could like turn the ground into some sort of grid, so I know how far I'm gonna run every time I use one of these run power-ups, because it's a little guess and check, isn't it? Because how do I know whether I'm gonna make it to that switch if I put it here versus here? Yeah, and see, how did I know that it's enough to make it to the... Well, I guess I could have known just from that. You kind of just have to estimate, I guess. And Let's try that. Yeah. So you perform the first action. What about this? Wait. Oh, yeah. Left and then right. And then right there is going to be perfect. Something like that. Okay, a little closer. And then, I don't know, we put the jump here, I guess. Got all these time loop and command loop kind of games that make me bug. I have to sit here. I have to sit here for like 30 seconds and wait for the sequence of actions to happen. Oh, wait, what's this one? Oh, stop moving, I assume. And that's move faster? Oh, it's dash. Okay. What's the point of having the chip right in front of the door? I guess they just wanted every level to have a chip, but they couldn't think of one for this level. Okay. There we go. That chip seems tough. You know, I want to try and go for that chip because that interests me. Yeah, it doesn't really accomplish anything more. jump when you hit the edge. Oh, whoops. Oops. Huh. I mean, I really don't know what. I guess I need to be closer to the left? I don't really know how to think through this backwards. I don't know how to. I'm just kind of trying different things and seeing what they do. Yeah, I'll just skip that one for now. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Try getting rid of that dash there. Alright, doesn't work. Nope. Okay, so. Oh. See, then it's too late. See, if I'm here, then it's easy to align myself. Maybe the real thing is to just not end up in that ditch on the right side in the first place. use the stop command. Okay. I don't know, I feel like I'm just kind of trying stuff. Oh, maybe my brain just isn't... Maybe I'm too tired to think about this, but you know, I normally like really hard puzzle games, but with this, I don't really feel like I know what the path is to success. Like in that last level... Oh, not this one. Like in this one, I did stumble into that one... Did come up with that one answer of, oh, avoid coming into this pit. Oh, and I guess the second one of stopping on the conveyor belt, but everything is so... I don't know, I feel like the translation between the patterns on the timeline to the actual output is just... There's so much chaos theory that I kind of just have to play it. I can't really plan out what I want to do because I don't really know. How am I actually supposed to know whether, you know, if I put this like this and this, how am I supposed to know that this is going to end me up on top of the conveyor belt with the specific parameters of how far I jump when I hit the jump pad, the amount of time between these two happening, the amount of boost this gives me? How am I supposed to know any of that except just hitting play and watching it? And if I have to do that every single time, if I can't actually predict in advance what's going to happen from when I put things on the conveyor belt, it kind of just feels like throwing stuff at a wall and seeing what sticks. And like, you know, there's so many little things, like if I put this here and then do it like this and then do a jump, you know, I end up against this wall. I get a completely different output, a completely different outcome just from like a little bit of extra distance being away. And again, how am I supposed to look at the tiles on the board and match that up to an outcome here without just hitting play and seeing what happens and then just trial and error and trial and error? It doesn't feel like I have the ability to really plan it out, which is ironic because that's kind of the whole concept of the game, is that you plan out your moves and then they happen. But it doesn't feel like I can look at this timeline at the bottom and say, yes, I know what's going to happen now. And, you know, I know that sounds like a cop-out, like, this game is too hard. I don't normally complain about a puzzle game being too hard. I'm normally complaining about them being too easy. But In this case, I just don't feel like I have enough. I mean, let me try that now. Okay. I'm not gonna hit play at all. I'm gonna solve this level just by talking through the possible outcomes, which is normally how I think through puzzle games. Okay, so if I do a right move first, and then a jump, I'm probably gonna jump too early. Okay, so what are the sequence of events I need to have happen? I need to walk up here, jump up here, turn around, and jump up here. So clearly the answer is jump, turn left, jump again. Okay, so let's have that happen. Okay, the difficulty here is that I don't have enough of a runway. I turn around too quickly. But then the difficulty is that I don't have enough space here. So what if I run, turn around, jump. Okay, run, continue, turn around, jump. What happens then? Okay, let's see, how was I supposed to know that that was going to happen? Let's try it with a shorter gap. See what happens then. Okay, well that does work. I thought I would end up under this lip here. Oh, well, I kind of did. I don't know. Try jumping here. Okay. Let's do that again. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Maybe I am just a smooth brain. I don't know. But I guess I didn't really feel satisfied beating that level. It didn't feel like I figured it out and now I get to execute it. It felt like I just sort of stumbled into the answer after trying enough permutations of moves. And I guess I can't really explain why that is. This puzzle game just isn't satisfying me, and I don't really have a good explanation, except that I just can't properly think through how the thing on the bottom is going to match up to the thing on the top. And hey, maybe that's a me problem. Maybe that's all my fault in this game. This game just isn't for me, because I can't really come up with a good, satisfying explanation for why this game isn't scratching my puzzle game itch. Hey, you know what they say? Mark Rosewater says that players are great at identifying problems and awful at identifying solutions. So maybe I've just identified a problem, and now it's up to you, the game designers, to identify a solution. Okay, I think I'm just in a loop now. Okay. Yeah, again, that's just another one I lucked into. I didn't feel like I planned out every step of the way, and I knew exactly what was going to happen. I was just like, what if I had a second jump there to let me jump a little earlier? Hey, maybe that is the solution, but all this stuff that happened here with the switch, I didn't plan any of that. It just kind of happened. Okay. I think I'm going to call it there. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I can't really say why I didn't like this game. Just, I don't know. Again, maybe it's like the temporal clone thing or the time thing, where if I have to just sort of sit there and wait for something to happen and watch it happen, then it's annoying. But, I don't know. I don't really have an explanation. Alright, anyway. I will say that I thought that this is better than most of the... I think I've played probably like at least half a dozen different games that have the same basic mechanic of set up a sequence of moves and then run through them. And this is the best iteration of that I've seen because of the looping mechanic. I think that is the key to making it work, because it's not just as simple as here's the layout of the level, okay, and then match up the commands to what I see in the level. You have to consider how the first iteration is going to affect the second iteration. Maybe you just need to be a little more grid-based with it. You need to make it clear how far you're going to move when you perform a move. And because this level, your levels are very freeform. They're not snapped to any particular grid, or it's a very small grid. I feel like, if you have a move action, you should move this distance, and everything should be on a very rigid grid. Otherwise, you just end up with this chaos theory kind of... It is kind of like a double pendulum. You set up the first couple of moves significantly affect how something else is going to go later on. You move 2 inches less in one iteration. That's going to control whether your jump ends up with you tripping your stubbing your toe when you try and jump over a wall 3 iterations later. And how are you really going to be able to see that far into the future? I guess that's sort of my take on it. I just think you can't see far enough into the future. It's hard, but I don't feel it's the right kind of hard, I guess is the headline there. All right. I think I explained myself as much as I could there. All right, well, I feel like playing one more. Okay, let's try this one. Okay. Up to jump. That's not how you're supposed to do it. I can create infinite platforms. There's only so much. These controls are kind of wonky. Why are they wonky? I feel... I think you move super fast. The platforms are generally really small, since, they're all these tiny little created ones. And with a platformer game, games, the fun part is timing your jump. Landing on a pinpoint accurate tiny little platform isn't as fun. It can still be part of the challenge, but it's just not as fun. You don't want to overuse that as your challenge. This game is entirely that. I know I just said it's not very challenging, but it's just like the kind of challenge there is. And you're also very floaty, but you also have very poor air acceleration. I don't know. Controls just feel a little off. Like I'm always I'm always gonna overshoot the platform. Yeah, like right there, I just launched to the left. I should really be like a try and beat it in as few platforms as possible kind of thing. Okay, so there's a little more to this than just jumping on your little past platforms. Oh, wait, what? Why can't I collect that yet? Okay, so there's some puzzle to it. Okay, cool. Okay, is there a restart the whole level button? Because what happens if you, like, block yourself in and can't? Oh, but I get to keep the key? Okay. Oh, okay, never mind. There isn't more to it. Okay. Neat. I wonder what more you could do with that. And I saw you did the switches, which, hey, at least it's not the temporal clone thing where you have to wait for them to hold the switch down. They just keep it down forever. How could you expand on this mechanic? Yeah, I mean, for the switches, you kind of just need to drop a previous version of yourself down on it, and then the switch is just pressed forever. Is there any way you can make that a problem? Like, I don't know, maybe you can. There's some way to destroy prior versions of yourself if you need them to not be pressing the button anymore. That could make for some interesting puzzles. Anyway, alright, I think that's going to be it for today. Hopefully I gave good feedback to all the game developers for all of your future game development endeavors. Thank you. I'm going to play more of these games throughout the week, and I'll probably record the other ones too, because this is a lot faster than having to write the feedback down, and it's probably more useful for the game designers because you get to see someone play your game, which surprisingly few people do that. Honestly, I think more people should record their playthroughs as their feedback, because it's not that hard to do. You just need a microphone and OBS, and it's super helpful. And of course, you get everyone loves watching other people play their game. It's just a big dopamine hit. So hopefully I delivered on that, even if I had some criticisms for a game. Anyway, I'm gonna call that done. Thank you.